Yeah, it's a super day for myself, you know, to look back and think that I've won Monaco. It's super special to tick that box in my career. And it's a massive day for myself, for my country. I was wearing today's Pedro Rodriguez helmet, so I'm sure he will be super proud, you know, and of what we have achieved, both of us in the sport.
The race win was there, but unfortunately these things happen around Monaco. Today was my turn to get a bit unlucky. Then at the end I tried everything I could to get past, but around here with these white cars is tricky.
Today as a team, you know, we did a really good job in terms of executing that strategy and basically of course guide Checo to the win and get myself on the podium. So yeah, I'm pleased with that.
It's a freaking disaster today. The win was clearly in our hands. We had the performance, we had everything. I just don't really understand the call that I've had, and I need explanations for now. I couldn't do much. I was called just before the last corner, so couldn't react or ask for any information. But that was clearly the wrong choice. So yeah, we need to get better.
Struggled a bit on the wet. The hard tyre before the second red flag was a really strong stint. I think we was quickest on track at that time, and had a bit of a dice with Lando, pretty tight on the pit exit there, and that was nice. Then just struggled on the medium towards the end of the race, a bit of graining, but I think I wasn't the only driver. Anyway, P5, not too bad. We survived the race. It's a long one, and it was tough. You know, in these conditions, I can't describe how difficult driving a Formula One car in the wet is around this track. You know, it's genuinely one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life.
All in all, I think we had a difficult afternoon to execute on the driving aspect, but also on the team strategy. So we are happy with 7th.
Esteban got a penalty for that contact with you. What was your read of that incident?
I mean, he put me on the wall, so I'm just grateful that I finished. I'm so surprised that my car stayed together, so I'm grateful for that.
We always expect it to be tricky when you're out of top 10, but we made it to 9th eventually, so I think that's a good day in Monaco if you can make up a few places. So yeah, we definitely take the points.
I guess it was a decent recovery. We had an issue or some issues in the beginning of the race. I had a excursion in the first corner, really struggling on the extreme wets, and after that I think we tried to do what we can and happy to score a point at the end. But
When I saw the rain, I must have had a massive smile on my face because I knew things will be, it will bring some opportunities. So I tried to come up with different lines and find some space when there is no space, but it was at least very, very exciting inside the car.
There is a new rule that apparently all drivers agreed that now, when we are both alongside and when somebody is attacking, if you don't leave the room, then it's a penalty, which I never heard of. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised about the penalty.
I think there will be some tracks where it just clicks from the first practice and we're good, but I think I'll expect to probably still work at it and try to keep trying. Yeah, that's it. I'll won't go down without a fight.
Yeah, it was a good effort. It's always going to be difficult starting, 18th in Monaco.
Yeah, I mean that was something strange. I have to understand what happened because for me I did nothing wrong there. I just was braking and then all of a sudden the car started accelerating again as I was turning. So it's almost like the throttle pedal didn't get stuck, but it's almost like the throttle pedal came back on.
I did a dive bomb on the inside and he moved a little bit on the last minute, so I have to avoid a little bit, and there was a wet patch, so lost the whole rear on the initial peak, and yeah, that was, I think, lucky to catch it, and after that, yeah, the tyre was pretty bad for a few laps.
I knew he gonna challenge to me, but at the same time I knew he gonna always shoot. So yeah, me nothing surprised. And
Quite tricky when you got a track drying out, and then especially when it's wet, you get a big variation basically in the operating window. So yeah, it was tricky.
I think you're right. Obviously, it's very annoying. I felt like we were able to attack and push, and unfortunately, we just ended up being a bit too wide, which was like maybe a matter of 10 centimeters at the end, and that's enough to lose all grip that you thought you had.
I really think our pace was very good. We were on the full wet and on a dry line and still able to keep him behind, and Bottas was right there, and it would have been really exciting around the pit stop to see if we could have got past. I think we could, so unfortunate, no points today, even though we had the car to do it.